Lately, the photography world has sensed a curious silence from Nikon. Typically, the company generates a steady stream of rumors, leaks, and official teases, keeping enthusiasts engaged and analysts speculating. Yet, in recent months, the chatter surrounding Nikon's upcoming releases has grown eerily quiet. For a brand that, just a few years ago, reasserted its dominance with trailblazing cameras like the Z9, the highly praised Z8, and the visually stunning ZF, this pause feels unusual. Those cameras weren't just commercial successes, they re-established Nikon as a leader in the mirrorless arena, showcasing a company capable of innovation while honoring its heritage. Now, that momentum seems to have stalled, and the spotlight has turned to a long-awaited release, the Nikon Z7 III. Questions are mounting: what is causing this delay, and is Nikon risking one of its most important lines with extended silence? To understand the current tension, it's worth revisiting the legacy of the Z7 line. The original Nikon Z7, introduced in 2018, marked a significant milestone in Nikon's mirrorless journey. It was a high-resolution full-frame camera designed for photographers who prize tonal accuracy, fine detail, and the signature Nikon look. While it had its limitations, particularly in autofocus speed and video capabilities compared to rivals, the Z7 established a strong foundation. It delivered the kind of color science and imaging fidelity that Nikon users had come to expect, while exploring new territory in mirrorless technology. Its release signaled Nikon's commitment to high-end mirrorless cameras, appealing to landscape photographers, portrait specialists, and studio professionals who demanded resolution, precision, and quality. Building on that, the Nikon Z7 II arrived as a refined iteration of its predecessor. It offered dual processors, improved autofocus reliability, and enhanced operational stability, quickly earning a reputation as a dependable workhorse. The Z7 II became a trusted tool for a wide range of professional applications, from high-resolution stills to studio shoots, establishing itself as a camera that could handle demanding photographic workloads while remaining accessible in terms of usability and ergonomics. For years, this model occupied a crucial space in Nikon's lineup, balancing advanced performance with practicality. Yet, as the years have passed, the Z7 line has seemingly frozen in time. Despite ongoing innovation in the mirrorless market, the successor to the Z7 II, commonly referred to as the Nikon Z7 III, has yet to materialize. Enthusiasts are left waiting without teasers, leaks, or even official acknowledgement from Nikon leadership. In a competitive environment where camera technology evolves rapidly, a 5-year gap feels almost unprecedented. Meanwhile, Nikon's competitors have aggressively pushed forward. Sony's A7 RV has advanced autofocus systems, high-resolution sensors, and computational enhancements that continually raise the bar. Canon's EOS R5 remains a benchmark for hybrid performance, combining still photography excellence with cutting-edge video capabilities. Even within Nikon's own ecosystem, cameras like the Z8 and Z9 have reshaped public perception by delivering exceptional speed, autofocus precision, video performance, and overall technical maturity. Amid all this progress, the Z7 series, the line intended to represent pure photographic excellence, appears caught in a state of inertia. Industry insiders and analysts have proposed several theories to explain the Z7 III's absence. One prominent idea is that Nikon may be planning a rebranding strategy. With the company exploring new lines, including the retro-styled ZF and rumored ZD or ZR series, Nikon might be re-evaluating its product naming conventions. In this scenario, the Z7 line could either be absorbed into a broader hybrid-focused series or receive a refreshed identity that combines photographic precision with enhanced video functionality. While this approach could modernize the line and appeal to hybrid shooters, it risks diluting the original focus on pure high-resolution photography. Another theory centers on an identity conflict for the Z7 series itself. Historically, the Z7 cameras were designed as high-resolution photographic instruments, not hybrid workhorses. Their appeal lay in uncompromised still image quality, providing photographers with maximum resolution and fidelity without prioritizing video capabilities or oversampled formats. However, the camera market has shifted significantly since 2018. Today, even models aimed at still photographers are expected to include robust video features to remain competitive. This creates a dilemma for Nikon: should the Z7 continue catering to traditional photographers, or should it evolve into a hybrid device that also satisfies video creators? The stakes are high because the market for dedicated high-resolution cameras is still substantial. Many photographers seek a true photographic tool comparable to the Sony A7 IV, offering exceptional resolution, dynamic range, stabilization, and color science, without compromising for video features. Yet, Nikon has offered no clear roadmap for these users. The prolonged absence of the Z7 III is particularly puzzling when one considers that the Z7 II has been heavily discounted for months. Extensive price reductions and bundle offers often signal inventory clearance in anticipation of a new model. However, the Z7 III remains conspicuously missing from official announcements, fueling further speculation. Nikon's acquisition and collaboration with Red Digital Cinema adds another layer of complexity. Since the partnership, industry observers have suggested that Nikon may be diverting significant engineering resources to integrate Red's advanced imaging and video technology into its future cameras. This could explain delays in product lines like the Z7 III, as resources are channeled toward hybrid and cinema-oriented development. While this strategic shift could strengthen Nikon's position in the video and hybrid space, it risks leaving pure photography-focused models lagging behind, potentially alienating a core segment of Nikon enthusiasts. This shift toward hybrid and cinematic functionality has been evident in recent releases. The Z8, Z9, and ZF all incorporate advanced video codecs, oversampled video formats, and hybrid-oriented features, signaling Nikon's recognition of the market's evolution. The Z7 series, however, remains tethered to its roots, a camera for photographers who value still image quality above all. The dilemma is clear: releasing a high-resolution, still-focused Z7 III in an era dominated by hybrid cameras may feel risky to Nikon. The company may fear that a purely photographic model won't generate sufficient excitement or commercial success. Yet, neglecting the high-resolution photographer could push loyal users toward competitors such as Sony and Panasonic, who are actively catering to this niche. The Z7 line has a storied history, once exemplified by the legendary D850 in the DSLR era. Nikon has long been recognized for producing cameras that excel in resolution, dynamic range, and color accuracy. The Z7 series was meant to continue this legacy in mirrorless form. However, Nikon's history with timing and product rollout adds context to the current situation. The company was initially slow to adopt mirrorless technology, releasing the Z6 and Z7 with underdeveloped autofocus systems that required years of firmware updates to reach competitive levels. The Z8 and Z9 then reversed the narrative, reaffirming Nikon's technical prowess. Now, the momentum seems to be slowing again, and the delay of the Z7 III raises concerns among longtime users who have relied on Nikon as a consistent provider of cutting-edge photographic tools. In conclusion, the Nikon Z7 III represents a pivotal moment for the company. It is a camera that must reconcile the legacy of the Z7 line with the demands of an evolved market. Success will require strategic clarity, technical excellence, and a commitment to delivering a high-resolution experience that photographers have been waiting for. Nikon cannot afford another delay or misstep if it wishes to retain its credibility among enthusiasts and professionals alike. The Z7 III is not just another camera, it is a statement about Nikon's direction, priorities, and ability to lead in a competitive mirrorless landscape. By taking decisive action and leveraging new sensor technology, refined autofocus, and robust ergonomics, Nikon has the chance to reignite the Z7 line and reaffirm its place at the forefront of high-resolution photography. Time, however, is not on their side. The photography world is moving fast, and the Nikon Z7 III could be the instrument that defines the company's next era, if Nikon is willing to act.